Alright, this is how I'm making my my walls for my gazebo. This is a metal food bag. Okay, it's all metal inside. There's so many of them that are really big and full size. You're going to cut 2.5 inches wide. Okay, and this measures at 2.5 inches wide. You're going to hem about 1/4 inch on each side and sew. Alright, after it's sewn, it should be about 2 inches, maybe a little short, maybe a little long. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Because when you go put this on the net, it's going to fold in half, and I'll show you this again. And it's going to fold in half over that with the net inside. You're going to sew along there, and then you're going to do a second run on there. And a nice design here will be on the outside. It could be anything. I have some dark ones, light ones, anything. Alright. So you gotta hem. I would hem both of these, okay, on each side, and then that kind of link them all together to make as long as run you need for the net. Well, since I'm going halfway down at 4 feet instead of the 8.8, I mean the 70 inches going down, I did some math and figured out it's 4 inches outside of the square of 104 inches across. 104 is actually 8 foot 8 inches. Did some math 2 different ways, and it came up to 8 inches on the bottom. Half of 8 inches is 4 inches, and that would be on the very bottom here. So on the bottom going across is 112 inches. On the top going across centered is 104 inches. So it's not quite 10 feet long because I'm not going all the way down. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and pause this. Draw it out if you need to, because most gazebos are 10 feet by 10. Okay, so I already cut them all up. There's three different ones. Here's my plans, and hopefully you can see those. All right, freeze it right now so you can see it. The 70 inches tall I had turned into 4 feet tall because I didn't think I need the full length. So this is the net, and that's what kind it is. It's the barrier. It costs about $29, including tax from Tractor Supply. All right, this is what I'm going to have on the bottom. When I lay that out and do the measuring, I'm going to be using the magic marker, the magic markers I have on this so I don't mark up the table. All right, so here we go. Okay, I have the lines drawn out on both sides. Okay, you can see the lines drawn out. Now I'm going to cut out on the outside of that. All right, so I can hem. When I put the hem on, it'll fold in. Made a mistake here that I have to wipe off with virtually anything. I use Goof Off to wipe that off. So now it's time to cut. Okay, they're cut on both ends, but you see I left a little bit extra for the hem. Now take a look. It goes like this. So your first cut on the new one over here for the second panel is already there. So just work from the other side, measure out your 112 on the other side, and then do your angle. Keep going until you're done. When you have your foot cut down to size, you want to hem both ends and increase it down the center. So fold it. You want to make this, I'm holding the camera so it's kind of hard to do with one hand. So you want to line that up on the crease and then fold this over. You're going to sew across the thread or pretty close to that thread. And then you're going to do the second one about 1/4 inch or less down from the top. I'd probably do around 1/8 of an inch. That way the grommet, when it goes on there, will stay on. Now it's very difficult while you're sewing to get both these to be even. So what I'm going to have to do is double back a little bit. I'm going to start the needle down here and work it back to make this to where it lines up with the one in the back. So it is going to take some time. Just be patient. It's a good hobby to do. So you can't really go wrong with it as long as it does its job. Well, that's for 2 stitches going all the way through, and it's almost a straight line. Not perfect stitches. I'm not looking for perfection because it's my project, not being sold. So I took a little while doing this. The thread broke once, the bobbin ran out once, and you know, it's just you can see where it's overlaid right there. Just make sure you reinforce it. I think the 10 foot is going to be the longest one. It's going to be crazy. So just be patient with this, and it's going to turn out to be really nice. The next time you'll see it though is when I'm set up at a craft show and have things hanging on it. All right. Well, everybody, there it is. That's one of them done, all the way around and double stitched inside and out. It took me about 2.5 hours or so to do it for each one of these. So I have 2 more to do later on. Okay, and like I said before, you'll see them up on my gazebo during the next event. Well, everybody, here it is, up and ready. What a time it took to get up, put up though with string. I'm going to use bungee cords next time. So this is my my thing with my sewing machine. Got some bookmarks and stuff there. I can display on both sides with leftovers on the rack, and actually display everything all the way around. My bookmark, my cell phone pouches in the corner back there, and that's where I put my things in. And you know, it's just really neat how I can put things on all the sides like that. So hey, subscribe, see a whole lot more. It's a really cool way of displaying. Just takes a lot of work to set up, it looks like. Take care, bye. Hey, don't end the video now, okay? Hold on a second. There's a preview for part 2 of the video. In the previous video, the video you just saw, I hung the curtains up with string, which that was really a pain in the rear. Especially first time setting up, it took like an hour and a half to do. So these are bungee cords, okay, from Lowe's. And that's the 20 pack. I got these from Staples, and there's 8 in each pack. So they're the big clips, the big binder clips. And then I sewn these at 2 inches a piece, just like I did with the other ones. These are smaller ones that I'm going to actually put on the ends of those to sew onto the curtains. So, so hey, stick around, watch the video.